Hi, I'm back. My mission today, or my homework assignment for the day, was to talk to you about a period of time in which I felt the most vulnerable and yet most likely fed into my addictions becoming out of control. And that time I chose or am choosing, is my college experience. I joined a fraternity, ostensibly to meet girls, as I was told by many people in my dorm freshman year. That was the only place and the only way to meet girls. And being someone who lacked a lot of self-confidence, I opted for that. I was very much a follower at the time, seeking acceptance in some way, shape, or form that I didn't get from my parents and whatnot. That's a whole other issue, but back to the college experience. I joined this fraternity, and it was called Tau Sigma. It no longer is at the school in which I attended. Lots of decadent, debaucherous behavior on the part of the brethren led it to be closed and shuttered. Not surprising, looking back. I think it was probably the best idea. But to join it, I went through a lot of hazing, what people would call hazing, a hell of a lot of drinking, a lot of drugging, a lot of womanizing, and it was all very much expected, cheered, and revered by the upper echelon brothers, the longer term brothers, the older brothers, even the alumni. We had 24/7 kegs, we had 24/7 almost any pharmaceutical or any natural intoxicant that you could imagine we could get a hold of, and I certainly indulged in all of it. I hazed mercilessly, more than likely in response to the hazing that I got, and the fact that I did have that little wisp of power, which tends to drive people into doing some very dastardly things. I certainly succumbed to that as a brother towards the pledges. I certainly am not proud of some of the things that I've done. I'm very proud to have survived it. I think that what people do in those situations, I think it was very difficult to not, to be my own person. I had a very difficult time being my own person at the time, and that whole fraternal family brotherhood thing was something that I believed in, but soon, 3 years down the line, when I was blackout drunk and drugging so much that my reality was skewed, so it's such that sobriety was my high and the high was my reality. And yet nobody, as it was for many other people in the place, and nobody paid any attention to the potential dangers, really. We just kept going and pushing the envelope and trying to overdose on marijuana and finding that that's not possible, and trying to stave off whatever inner weaknesses and feelings and demons that we had. We did. try to mask. I did anyway, through being constantly high. And soon it took its toll. I was, like I said, in blackouts. I woke up in places with people that I never imagined how I got there in the first place. I was such a drug abuser, that I was incapable of holding steady conversations with any one person at any given time. My nickname at the time, which dug at me and scarred me, was do shit, do nothing, Dumanski. And classes, that was a big thing. I mean, I barely even went to classes. I much preferred to spend my days at the house and drinking and doing whatever. And it took its toll on me. It really did. It